Hello and welcome to the Spreadsheet Module B Introduction. You can open up the PowerPoint to follow along. In Module B, we'll be working with continuation with spreadsheets, the formulas, functions, order of operation, printing, tables, sort tables, and autofill. So the areas we'll cover in the Module B week will be considered working more with formulas, both basic, simple formulas, and complex formulas. Simple formulas only have one math operation, where a complex formula has more than one math operation. Functions are predefined formulas that are quick to operate. We will need to work with the order of operations just like you did in many of your math classes along the way. Autofill, an amazing quick feature that you'll find very helpful. We'll work on margins, orientation, both portrait and landscape, sheets within a workbook. We'll learn to sort, create different styles, tables, and the title bar. Formulas, it's a very powerful program once you input formulas into your spreadsheets. Once you make you create a formula, and if you have to change any of the values within the spreadsheet, the formula is automatically updated for you, so it'll recalculate all of the values for you. Pretty amazing tool. So we'll be following the order of operation, PEMDAS. Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally, which is for parentheses, exponents, multiplication, division, addition, subtraction, and then some people learned it through GEMDAS, which is general setting, exponents, multiplication, division, addition, and subtraction. So we'll follow the same rules when we're working with formulas. So in the sample below is for Book 1, Excel, and the tab that is selected is Formulas. And there is the insert function. AutoSum are the predefined functions. Any recently used function you used, and then it gets even in more depth with financial, logical, text, date and time, lookup and reference, math and trigonometry, and more functions, and that's where you'll find statistical functions. Predefined formulas are functions. Focus on AutoSum, minimum, maximum, average, and count, and we'll cover those. We'll also explain how to use the F1 key if you're not sure how to start a formula, or if there are any more predefined formulas within the formula bar. In the sample on the right-hand side is the predefined functions, sum, average, count, numbers, max, and min, and there's more. And then the X, check mark, and FX, this is the formula bar that appears just above where your labels are, column A, B, C, D. It's right above that. We'll be using the formula bar often. Autofill is an amazing and a very powerful tool, and it can help build your spreadsheet quickly and accurately and efficiently. It minimizes a lot of typing. So for an example, if you wanted to have the days of the week, you would just have to type Monday, then you would use this little green box in the corner and drag down, and it would fill them all for you. And if you kept going in cell A8, it would start Monday all over again. So if you were using January through December, you would just have to type January and then use your fill handle, and it'll fill all 12 months for you. So it's a pretty amazing tool. Margins, there are custom set margins for the top, bottom, left, and right. And you can see that there's two different places to set your margins, or you can customize them to exact margins that will work for the spreadsheet. Orientation, you can have it in portrait, which is like a Word document would be, or if you have a lot of material to cover on the spreadsheet, you may want to put it in landscape, and there's two places under the page layout to adjust that. Sheets. Normally when you create a blank new workbook, it's called Book 1, but down at the bottom, it'll be followed with Sheet 1. And that's fine if you are just using one sheet within that workbook. When you save Book 1, give it a name that you will be able to easily understand and find what information is contained within that workbook. So give the workbook name a strong name. If you are creating a workbook, again, always give a strong, powerful name that you'll be able to understand what material is in it. But if you're having multiple worksheets, you would probably want to start to label them so that fiscal year 2023, fiscal year 2024, and to get a new sheet, you would just click the circle plus sign and you'll get a new sheet. Normally it's named sheet 1, sheet 2, but you would just right click and rename them. So if it's just one worksheet in a workbook and you didn't change the name, that's fine. But when you start to have multiple sheets, you should start to name them and give your workbook a strong name, strong title. Sorting, a nice feature. We did that a lot in Word, but it's also extended into working in spreadsheets. So for example, if you had student names and you had, or client names, customer names, first name in one column A and last name in column B, you would probably want to sort by last name. And then what happens if two people have the same last name? Then you would want to subsort it by first name. So we'll learn how to do that as a custom sort. Also, if you wanted to sort numerically, you could sort either from smallest value to largest or from largest to smallest. Styles. So in order to make a spreadsheet stand out or grab the attention of your audience, you would probably want to use some cell styles so that the highlighting stands out, for example, a column heading, or you wanted some of the shading inside the cells to stand out. You could choose a themed cell styles. Other ways that you can have your worksheet stand out or look more professional is to create format as table. So you can choose a style, and there's 3 variations: light, medium, and dark. Careful on Google Sheets and sometimes in Microsoft Excel, there are add-on, and they're usually add-on features that you could put into your toolbar, but those usually are at a fee. So just make sure that you don't add on and pay for anything extra. The title bar, you have your floppy disk, undo, redo, the title of your workbook, search, if you wanted to search how to create a formula, or how to do any sorting or filtering, you would use your search tool, or again, you could always use F1, who's using this application software, and then you have your show options for your ribbon, minimize, restore, and close. And you should have a share option as well. Thank you.